Hello and welcome to another EduSam's video tutorial. Today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to enable online admission, how to fill in the form, and how to accept someone who's enrolled online. So the first thing we need to do is enable online admission by going to System Settings, and we're going to go all the way down and click on Online Admission. Okay, so we can see that our online admission form has actually been disabled. So if someone was to go to the front end of our website, which is here, click on Online Admission, they'll see that the online form has been disabled. So the first thing we need to do is enable that by clicking on this button over here. So once we do that, we'll get all of these other options. And the first one is online admission payment option. So if you want to charge someone to fill in the online form, you can do this and you can change the amount that you're going to charge them. But for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to disable this and make it free. The next thing we have to do is fill in the online admission instructions. So you can see I've filled it in, fill in the form and we'll contact you. And also the terms and conditions. So online admission payments are non-refundable and I've also got a waiting time for them. So the next thing we need to do once we fill this in is to actually build the form by selecting the field. So we're going to go to online admission field settings and we're going to toggle all of the fields that we want. We're going to switch them on. So I've only filled in the important stuff. And if you want to enable something, just click on it. It'll ask for your confirmation. You say OK, and we can see it's on. To switch it off, just click on it again, and it switches off again. So now that we've enabled all of the forms that we want, all of the fields, we can go back to online admission form settings and click on Save. And this will enable online admission and put that form on your front end of your website. So if I was to go back now as a parent, I can just go back to online admission. And here we go. There's the form. Nice and easy with the instructions and everything. So fill in the form and we will contact you shortly. So that's how to enable it. Now we're going to fill in this form and hopefully get admitted. So let's say I'm in grade 5. I'm in a class 5. Then I'm going to fill in my first name, my last name. We're just going with the John Smith example over here. So gender, if he was born on the 2014 January 1st, we can fill that in. I'm just going to put any random number in here, and also a random email address. So you can see that this form is extremely extensive. It's got email addresses so you can contact people, blood group, height, weight, and it also has the parent's details. So there's his email. Now just select a blood group, AB negative, and we're going to fill in his height, 1.52 meters, and his weight, 50 kilograms. Now this next field here, the as on date, is the date that he weighed and was this height. So we're just going to select today's date. Now the next module is the parent details module. So we're going to fill in his father's name and his mother's name, Jonathan and Jane, his father's phone number. I'll just put this other number from before, and his mother's phone number. And we can fill in his father's occupation and his mother's occupation. So we're going to make them a doctor and a pilot. Now this next part is important, the guardian details. So you need to select if his guardian is his mother or his father or other, and fill in a street address. Now, if you want this street address to be the same as the student's, you need to select if guardian address is current address, and just check this box to make it match. So we can see one street name. And if their permanent address is the same as their current address, then we're also going to check this box and it'll autofill that information. Now we're going to go to miscellaneous details and enter his ID number. And we can also add a note. So if the student has asthma, for example, we can just add that in as a note, student has asthma, and that will be notified. Now the last thing we can do is upload a document if we'd like, but I'm just going to click on submit. So let's just go back and click on submit again, so jump to the top. Now we can see, thanks for registration. Please note your reference number is this for further communication. Now we can see that the form status says not submitted because we didn't agree to the terms and conditions yet. So we're just going to review all of our data first, make sure that all of this information is correct. Father's name, mother's name, address, and then we're going to click on I agree to the terms and conditions. So we're just going to check this box. If you'd like to read them, then you can just open this in another tab like that. But I'm just going to X this. We already filled that in. So we're going to click on submit. And now we can see it says form has been submitted successfully, and the form status has been changed to submitted. And all of our details are here. So if we were a teacher and we want to view all of the online admissions, we need to go back to the teacher module and we need to click on student information. And we'll see that there's a portal here for online admissions. And when we come in here, we can see anyone that's filled in the form. So John Smith was the latest person for class 5A, and you can see that he has not been enrolled. So this other John Smith that I have was one I did earlier, and I already accepted him and enrolled him to the school. So you can see he's got a check under the enrolled column. So if we want to enroll this new John Smith, we need to click on the edit button in the corner. Now this will bring us to the admissions page, and we need to fill in an admission number. So I'm going to give him any random number, and we can fill in any additional information or edit any of his information. So like student house, we'll put him in green. And the next thing we need to do is just come down and click on save and enroll, and this will enroll him into the school through his online admission. Now if we go back into this column, we can see it's now checked, which means he has been enrolled. And we can see he's in class 5A. So if we want to go and view him, we just need to go to student details under student information, search for class 5, section A, click on search, and we'll see John Smith. He's the latest addition here with all of his information. So we can click show, and we can see his entire profile. All of his information has been loaded. His parents' details have been loaded, pilot, doctor, all of that stuff. So that's how easy it is, how to enable online admissions, how to fill in the online admissions form, and how to accept and enroll someone to the school through online admissions with the EduSam software.